Hello. This is my second attempt. Lately, this thing hasn't been working. It keeps telling me that I don't have a connection, which makes no sense because I absolutely do. Cheers to you. Cheers to Thursday. It's Thursday. It's the best day of the week. Almost the weekend. Kind of get to relax finally and have an easy a day of work tomorrow, but nonetheless, it's Thursday. We're almost done for the week. So exciting. So, cheers to you. I hope you brought your wine because we're making nutrition fun and exciting, hopefully. That's the whole point. That's why I started doing this, because I feel like people hear, hi Daria, people hear nutrition or health and they're like, oh my god, she's gonna tell me I have to go on a diet. But really, I just want to educate you. There's so much information out there, so much misinformation. This Thursday night Facebook live chat is all about clearing up misinformation, hopefully giving you guys a few like helpful tips when it comes to your diet or lifestyle, and then hopefully making it fun with the wine. That's the whole point of it. I don't want to just sit here and drink alone and stare at myself into this camera. So this is for you. I want to like pick topics that you're interested in. Every week I'm like, come comment on this post and let me know what you're interested in. This isn't like, these aren't topics that I am choosing. They're for you. There are things that you guys want to hear about. So, except for this week. So I have been thinking like, okay, I really want to talk about hydration and water and making sure that we're staying properly hydrated, because most Americans are not properly hydrated and do not understand the importance of water. And I feel like part of that is because it's so boring. You know, there's nothing exciting about me telling you to drink some water. Nothing at all. And I knew no one was ever going to pick this topic of drinking water and staying hydrated. So I was like, how do I make it fun and as fun as it can be, and something that people will be interested in? Well, people are always interested if you're talking about weight loss. So that was my hook. I was like, I'm going to talk about hydration as it relates to weight loss, which it actually does. It is a huge role in our weight and weight loss if we're trying to lose weight. It's like imperative, which I'll go all into. But the other PSA, public service announcement, is that I'm not going to be doing these for an hour. Last week got way out of hand. I totally didn't realize that I'd been talking for an hour. So all of you that weren't there for the live video, I know there's no way you're going to go back and watch a 1 hour video. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. So I'm sticking with like 20-30 minutes. We're going to be in and out. I just want to get the tip in, let you guys know a couple things to help you out, and then we're going to be done and you're on with your night. And hopefully you'll still be interested in like watching back if you aren't able to make it live, because I know we're not all able to sit down when I am and watch these. So tonight we're talking about water and weight loss, hydration and weight loss, making hydration exciting. I feel like when I was a kid, there's so many myths surrounding weight loss, but then I feel like there are a lot of myths surrounding water too, or hydration. But when I was a kid, I distinctly remember my mom telling me that water flushed out calories. I don't know if anybody else's mom like told them that. But even then I was like a child, and I was like, how does that work? So you eat some food and water like magically flushes calories out? Do you just like expel like whole pieces of food, or like what's going on? If you still believe that, it is not true. Let me tell you. And that's not what we're going to be talking about. And you just chug some water and flush out your whole meal, and the calories don't count. But hydration is super important for our metabolism, our just overall health. And most Americans aren't drinking enough water. We drink beverages that taste good. One of the biggest complaints or like arguments I hear from people when I tell them to drink more water is that it doesn't taste good. Because we live in a society where like we only put things in that taste good. Because there's so many things that taste good out there, like soda, and we've got juice and all these sweet sugary things that our brain loves. And, you know, water that has no flavor, why would I drink that? Well, it's really important for your health. Maybe some other time I'll go into like other reasons why, but today we're just talking about weight loss. So first and foremost, I mentioned this last week, but our bodies are a huge percentage of water. We're like almost 75% water. So every cell contains water. Every bodily function requires water in order to take place, which completely includes our metabolism. Our metabolisms are drastically reduced. Their functionality is drastically reduced if we're dehydrated. And we kind of just think about how you feel when you have the flu. You're like slow, you're sluggish, you don't feel good, but maybe you can't pinpoint it. Maybe you like feel foggy in your head, you have a headache, you have muscle aches. You're just not your best. You're not moving, around. That's what dehydration does. And I'm not saying that the flu is dehydration, but it's kind of flu-like symptoms is what dehydration. Brain fog, yeah, exactly. So we can't function properly without water. And a lot of us go around in a dehydrated state most of our lives and probably feeling like not too good and looking for many other, more expensive solutions when all you really need is just to be making sure that you're drinking water throughout the day. So specifically for weight, in order for metabolism to be up and running, I sound like I've already been hitting the wine and I have not. In order for metabolisms to be up and running properly, we have got to be hydrated. So, back in the day, when we were cavemen, I totally believe it. 75% of Americans are dehydrated. Totally believe it. Because we don't drink water. We drink soda, we drink juice, we drink milk, we drink who knows what else. Totally believe that. So back in the day when we were cavemen and our brain was trying to figure out how to keep us alive, it figured out a couple things. We have to have water and we have to have calories. So it was like, I need a signal to tell this machine that it needs to fuel up. And that signal is hunger pains. The unfortunate part is it didn't differentiate between hunger and thirst. It doesn't have one signal for hunger and one signal for, I just said thirst, one signal for hunger and one signal for dehydration. Yes, we do experience thirst, or like a dry mouth, but usually by the time we get to thirst, we're like beyond dehydrated. So our body's initial signal for telling us to drink water is a hunger pain. Oh. So most Americans walking around in this dehydrated state are feeling hunger pains all day long. And guess what they're doing? Not drinking water. They're reaching for a snack, which is understandable. We only relate that hunger pain to hunger. We don't think about it as thirst. And nobody tells us that. When you're a child and you feel hungry, your mom doesn't say, "Here, have some water." Wouldn't that be funny if you were like at the store and a kid was like, "Mom, I'm hungry," and she was like, "Drink some water." You don't get any food, just have some water. Oh, anyways. So yeah, we're not raised, learning that or knowing that, and as adults, we're walking around all day feeling hunger pains and snacking. We pretty much just, snack all day and because we're feeling, hi Miles, because we're feeling these hunger pains that are actually just thirst. So the first way that staying properly hydrated helps with weight loss is by cutting back drastically on the amount of snacking that we're going to be doing. If you're sipping water throughout the day, if you're properly hydrated, your body's not going to be sending false hunger signals. It's not going to be giving you that pain in your stomach and you're mistaking it as hunger because you're going to be properly hydrated. So you're not going to be eating when you don't need to be eating, when you're actually just thirsty. And if you've ever heard, there is a saying out there that's, if you feel hunger, have a glass of water and wait 20 minutes. It always used to really annoy me because I was like, if I'm hungry, I'm just gonna eat something. But I sip water all day. But that is kind of true. So if you feel hunger, one way to test if it's real hunger is to have a glass of water and wait 20 minutes. That's about the time that it takes for our brain to register something that's going on in our stomach. So that's one way to go, but not suggested. It's not nearly as beneficial for our body to just be taking like large amounts of water in at one time and then going hours and hours without water. It's much better if we're just sipping throughout the day. So the best way I know how to do that is to just carry a water bottle with you wherever you go. Have a general idea of how many ounces the water bottle is so that you know how much you're hitting, and I'll kind of get to how much you need a day. But carrying a vessel with you that you can put water in is really important. Otherwise, you're relying on your memory. You're relying on yourself remembering to go out and drink some water, go to the drinking fountain, and you're relying on there being water around. I mean, how many times have you gotten somewhere? I remember I had to work a booth at a half marathon, like a 5K. And I didn't bring a water bottle because I had to carry so much other stuff into this, like, set up this booth. So I didn't grab my water bottle because I was feeling lazy and, didn't want to have one extra thing to carry. And I'm going to a 5K, there's definitely going to be water there. There was no water at the 5K. There wasn't a drinking fountain, they didn't have water bottles. So don't ever rely on somewhere else to have water for you. Carry it with you, bring a vessel, a cup, a bottle, something, so that you can always have water with you, and that's always going to remind you to be drinking water. The other important part of hydration is the fat burning cycle. This is huge. Our body, did you know our body grows its own food? Our bodies are just amazing. We have our own food. We don't need to eat. I mean, we do, but really, like, our bodies can survive for a really long time without food because we've got plenty of food on our bodies. If we can access our fat stores, we've got plenty of fuel to go on, which is pretty cool. But we cannot access that fuel if we're not properly hydrated. So this is especially important for anyone who is on a weight loss journey or, attempting to lose weight. If you're not properly hydrated, you're not going to be able to put your own fat cells into the fat burning cycle. So what's going to happen is you're going to be burning up muscle and you're going to be feeling really hungry, and that's not sustainable. Any diet that makes you feel really hungry and like kind of crappy, it's not gonna last. And also, the scale might show weight loss, but it's not fat loss. You're probably just dehydrated, so you're low on water and you're burning up muscle. So staying properly hydrated, what this allows our body to do is to tap into our own fat cells and to mobilize them. This takes a lot of water, which is the thing. If you ever have gone on a fat loss diet, or really lost a lot of fat, or been in ketosis, this topic comes up like almost every week, and I am going to cover that in a Facebook Live, but I don't know if everyone's ready for it yet. It's kind of intense. But if you've ever been in ketosis and maybe you didn't know, or if you've ever lost a significant amount of fat, you've probably felt pretty thirsty throughout that process, but ironically not hungry. So the thirst is because our body knows that this is a very water water taxing. We used to need a lot of water in order to get through this process. So it knows. So you're going to probably feel a little bit of increased thirst, and hopefully that's reminding you to like make sure that you're drinking properly. But if you're properly hydrated and your diet is a certain way, you can tap into those fat stores. Having that water in your system allows your body to access the fat and to mobilize it, and then it has to put it through the fat burning cycle. And that takes a lot of water as well. It burns up tons and tons of water. So throughout this whole process, we need to be super hydrated, very hydrated. Otherwise, like I said, you're just gonna be probably feeling really hungry and you're not gonna be burning any actual fat, which is just really disappointing if you're putting out all that effort for that. So, what else did I want to say? We're doing good on time. I'm not going on for like an hour this time. Okay, so this is we get dehydrated really quickly, and people think, when I talk to people about this, like, you know, you need to make sure that you're drinking water throughout the day. They're like, well, you know, I don't really exercise every day, so I don't really need to be drinking water. Did you know overnight in our sleep, so 6 to 8 hours of sleep, we expel 2 liters of water through our breath? That's crazy. And that's just through our breath. That's not saying that we're not, that doesn't account for any of the water that we use up as in our metabolic cycles, that we excrete when we go to the bathroom, 1 and 2, that we use up if we're up moving around, like even just increasing our breath a little bit, going up and down stairs or something, so we're not sweating, we're not exercising, we're just breathing a little bit heavier, we're expelling that much more water through our breath. So 2 liters of water, that's a lot of water. You're already in a dehydrated state when you wake up. So the first thing you need to do when you wake up is start drinking water if you want to just kind of get your body back to normal. So I usually drink like 2 large glasses of water first thing in the morning, and then just continue drinking throughout the day. I carry a water bottle with me everywhere, and yeah, just remind myself to drink. But so this is just that's how much water you're going through. When you're up and awake, you're moving around, your metabolism is not in a resting state, it's in an active state, and it's burning through water that much more quickly. If you are in a fat loss diet, or any kind of diet that's allowing your body to access those fat stores, you're going through that much more water, so you really need to be drinking. So how much water do we need a day? This is like the hottest topic in the nutritionist world. And the old rules say, God, I'm blanking, 8 8-ounce glasses or 64 ounces a day. And I really don't think that's enough. I think that would be enough for like a smaller person, but the rule of thumb that I really like is half your body weight in ounces. So if you're 100 pounds, that's 50 ounces of water a day. If you're 150 pounds, that's 75 ounces of water a day. And just have a water bottle and know how many ounces are in it and how many water bottles full you need to drink a day. If you're a caffeine drinker, you're likely expelling extra water, so you need to drink extra water. I know, kind of sucks. So caffeinated beverages, although they contain water, don't necessarily contribute to our hydration. So you definitely need to be like replacing those caffeine losses. If you exercise, you're burning extra water. So I usually recommend like an extra water bottle of water, extra 1 or 2 glasses of water if you're exercising a day. That depends though. If you're doing like a longer bout, it's definitely more, and you need to be drinking more before, during, and then more after to make sure that you're not depleting those stores. My high school tennis coach, he used to say, pre-hydrate and rehydrate so you don't dehydrate. That was a really good one. I never forgot that though. We made so much fun of him. Juice does not count as water, and neither does soda. Especially those sugary things, those will cause us to get dehydrated too. So, as does alcohol. I think we all know that. But if you're drinking alcohol, your body's like flushing things out much quicker, and you definitely need to be hydrating during and after, next morning for sure, before bed, like chug some water so you're not super dehydrated and a little hungover. But yeah, so that's what I got for you as far as fat burning and hydration. If you want to burn fat, you have to be overhydrated. Use that half your body weight in ounces as a starting point. But if you're going into like a ketosis diet or keto diet, or trying like making a big effort to do a fat loss diet, overhydrating is good. And you can kind of use your thirst a little bit to help you out. If you're just feeling really thirsty, that's a sign, just keep on drinking water. You're probably going to go to the bathroom a lot, and that's okay. I do get asked a lot by people if, they drink a lot of water and then they're up all night going to the bathroom. So a good way that you can do that is kind of taper down your water in the evening. So I'll have a little bit of water with dinner, 5, I just really made myself sound old. 6 p.m. is when I eat dinner, not 5, not the early bird special. But so, maybe a glass of water with dinner, and then sometimes I'll have like some tea before bed. Hi, Grant. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for 260s, a gallon or more, especially with that keto diet, you're gonna want to make sure that you're properly hydrated, or else your body is not gonna be able to get into that cycle. So, and that might mean, especially at the beginning, while it's getting into the cycle, which is the most taxing part water-wise, you are going to the bathroom a lot. And that's okay. You'll get through it and kind of like get to a regular point. But at the start, you're probably gonna feel like you're drinking a lot and going to the bathroom a lot, and that's okay. That's just how that process goes. Hi, Michael. You're welcome. I'm so glad that you like them. I was actually gonna do another Butters giveaway tonight. But yeah, I'm so glad that you like them. I know you're not, Grant. I know. Grant, but this will be up on the page. You can easily rewatch it, and it's not that long. I went fast this week, and I talk a little bit more about the keto and water's role in that fat burning cycle. The Butters, this is a product I came up with. It's not butter, it's dairy free, it's coconut oil based, but it contains collagen, which is our skin's it's our body's natural connective tissue. So it's really good for the skin, it's really good for joints. It contains a couple of compounds that are awesome for stress and stress hormones, especially those of us who are in a constant state of stress and therefore storing like belly fat as a result. They are really great for that. But what you do with them is you can cook with them. Michael, or Mike, well, I don't know why I'm calling you Michael all of a sudden. Mike, my friend Mike, use them to like saute eggs in or make saute veggies with. And they taste good, but you get like all these added extra benefits, and it's dairy-free, coconut oil-based. They're pretty delicious. So I have a matcha green tea, which is good for metabolism. The spice is like antioxidants, and you can put it on, maybe not for a keto diet, but it's good on toast. You can put it in coffee, kind of like a bulletproof coffee kind of thing. And then the turmeric is good for like cooking vegetables in or cooking eggs in. But I've been doing giveaways every week on the Facebook Live for these. Okay, see you, Grant. Yeah, so I was gonna do another one tonight. Seriously, if people are sick of the Butters as the giveaway, I can totally do something else. I just have a lot of them laying around. So yeah. And the giveaway tonight, head on over to the Basically Butter page, I put up a post about hydration. How do you like to stay hydrated? What method do you use to remind yourself to drink water? If you go over there and comment, like the page, comment, your name goes into a hat, you might win the butters. Mike, if you're the only one who enters, you might win more butter. I don't know how you feel about that. You're like stocked for a lifetime. But yeah, so that's my hydration, fat burning, weight loss video for you. And if you have questions, of course, you can comment on this video and let me know. Also, I need more video ideas. I came up with this one this week because I wanted to talk about it, because I feel like hydration it's so important. We need to be drinking more water. And if I can get you to drink more water because you want to lose weight, then that's fine with me. I'm totally okay with like tricking you into drink. It's not tricking you. It's, but getting you to drink more water any way I can. But yeah, I need more topic ideas. So what's a confusing nutrition topic out there? Something that you don't understand or you've always been curious about. Happy to cover it. And something interesting. There's so many there's always like a trend, a food trend. Last week we talked about juicing and cleansing, and that was probably the most intense content I've ever done in a Facebook Live video. And it's also an hour long, which is just ridiculous. So I think I'll probably go back over that subject in a shorter video that people will actually want to watch, because an hour is way too long. Healthy snacking. Okay, I can come back to that. So I did a healthy snacking video a while back. Of course, it was my first Facebook Live, and I had the camera sideways, which was really silly. So yeah, we can do like another healthy snacking. I don't know what you guys want to hear or what would be helpful. It's for you. I want to just clear up myths, make nutrition fun with some wine, and just hang out and answer questions and talk about my favorite topic. It's such an awesome topic. We can like literally change our lives with our food. So exciting. So anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a great Thursday night, and don't forget about the giveaway. And also, I'll see you next Thursday with another topic. Thanks for being here. Good night.